What?
Well, recording started, and that's quite the way to start a recording with Alexis screaming.
Alexis entering the third dimension.
He's already in the third dimension.
The second third dimension.
Excusez-moi. Anyways.
Excusez-moi.
Guys, I couldn't find the video, but I found this.
Okay.
What'd you find?
This.
Poggers.
My friend got that photo of me. I was like making a Snapchat, and they caught me doing it, and they got that. There's also this.
The British version of the
Guys, my phone just fell.
There's also this. I look stunning.
Why do I feel like you're gonna pull out a cigarette, light it, smoke it, blow it into my face, and then ask me if I've had cookies today? In that, like, scratchy aunt voice.
What?
But
You gotta grow up country to understand.
Your mom's holding
I need more tape.
I need to make this thing pop out and, like, pop open more violently. Because it doesn't pop open violently at all.
No, am I allowed to show pictures of you?
I'm fine, I guess.
I have Noah hating his life of being the only male at that party.
Yeah, that was terrible for him.
Uh-huh.
Poor Noah.
I was sitting in the... I was just sitting there being just like...
Yeah.
Dominic, why did you do this to me?
Son of a bitch.
And yet he's gonna be the only guy going to Ren Fair too, which is terrible.
Oh yeah.
Angel was supposed to be there too, and he also left you. It's not only Dominic.
Who?
What?
Oh yeah.
Angel.
Angel screwed me over as well.
Exactly. Don't blame only Dominic.
Well, you see, I didn't say
You wanna
anything
try and
about
drag
going.
Evan
I just said
along?
I probably wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, and then you didn't show up, so you did.
Because I probably wasn't able
You
to.
betrayed me.
And I wasn't. I made no lie. I put expectations before me, and I reached those expectations.
He said probably.
I put expectations before me, and I reached those expectations flawlessly. I probably wasn't going to show up, and I didn't show up.
It would have been fun if you showed up though. I was doing a lot of
It would have been very fun.
No, because I was doing so many shenanigans that he would have been like at. But at the same time, all I have to do is exist, and he does that at me. All I gotta do is exist. Be
I mean,
here.
the party was.
The moment
the
I
party
hear your
was no
breath, all
fun.
you
That was
see
the
is
only
just-
issue.
Yep.
The moment I hear Alexis
24
breathe, it's just
my
disappointing.
existence.
The party was fun. The only issue was I was the only guy there.
Hey.
Anyways, D&D time.
The crab.
Where's your brother?
Remember, I mentioned he wouldn't
Oh,
be playing
God.
because he's sick. Oh yeah, you jumped in after. He's too sick to play.
Oh.
When I got home, he was dead asleep, so I figured I'd let him sleep.
Oh, okay.
Moss, I'm gonna send you what Crab sent in return to try greasing up.
Oh no.
Anyways, if y'all are ready, I will recap last session.
1 second.
Also, real quick, gotta...
This needs my full attention. There you go,
Just
Moss.
copy and paste, you dum dum.
There you go, Moss. I want to see your reaction when you watch this stuff.
Hold on, I'm gonna watch it right now. and then he presses the actual horn button. It starts the car.
Okay.
Anyways, are we ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no. Actually, I lied.
Yes, we're ready to go. Yes,
I
start.
think I'm good.
We started. We're never going to.
You were the one so adamant on starting.
Yes,
Well,
I
I'm not
know.
ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
You got 20
We
seconds.
start. We are never going to start.
You must do not disturb.
Okay, so,
We're going to
recap for
send you
last
to the
session.
shadow realm.
You guys got put into puppets. You guys went to the dark zone. Very shitty audio balancing due to my laptop not liking the fact of having multiple windows open at a time. And eventually, Noah started becoming the equivalent of the sun, and ended up randomly poofing. My little brother pulled a Skyrim NPC, walked into a wall, because he wanted to go north into a wall. And you two
Lost
almost got
half
your
his
ass kicked while
intelligence.
fighting in a basement. Well, May almost got their ass kicked fighting in a basement. And then
Protected them.
you guys ended up
Why
returning,
does the?
getting your bodies back.
Why does?
Hmm?
Okay. Sorry, I almost fell on my chair. I'm wondering why did the like super like dark fire guy immediately lose half his intelligence upon becoming a puppet?
Oh, Husk? Great question. I don't know. He was up against the wall and decided, I want to go north. You realize north is a wall, right? Ah, hello, adventurer. You're finally awake.
He also, Husk as the character, also showed emotion for the first time.
Yeah,
Because as soon as he
disappeared, and he's like, Alexis disappeared!
Guys, what if Alexios
Alexis?
is shishing?
Alexis,
What?
is Alexis frozen for anyone else, or is that just me?
Just you.
Just you.
Okay.
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 Just okay, and then go on.
Welcome back, adventurer.
But,
Here you go.
what if Alexios is the son of Shishing?
He is not.
What?
Because the son of Shushing is the sun.
Okay. Oh, that's crazy.
Here comes the sun.
Precisely. It's like Majora's Moon, but instead of the moon, it's the sun. And instead of an angry, creepy 3D rendered face, it's the angry sun from Super Mario.
If the son of Shishing ever gets summoned, I want to be the one to edit it so I could put that song in. Here comes the sun, as we all
The
perish.
angry
just
sun
be-
from
it
Super
should
Mario
just-
Bros. Appears in the corner and just zooms in.
If it's under 5 seconds, we're fine.
It should just be Alexios' face. That's it.
Here comes the Alexios.
Oh no! Poof! The Dark Souls You Died screen appears.
Okay.
For the wasted.
So what are we doing today?
He didn't finish his recap.
Anyways, after all of you returned and got put back into your bodies, Alexios got smacked around by Sigel for a little bit because everyone thought he was dead. Sigel ended up figuring out that he was alive, and then everyone went to sleep. So, to start this
Yeah, he first shook him and then decided to check his pulse.
Precisely.
He did everything before the actual effective thing.
Precisely.
He's like, wham! Oh,
Anyways,
he's fine.
to start this session, Alexios, you find yourself awakening up in the tube your body was in. And as you walk out into the main room of the Puppet Master's little hideout, you find Atlas hanging from a hammock, Sigel, Husk, and Phoenix all hanging by their feet off of one of the rafters. And Sigel's just hanging there awake, and he just gives you a little wave before just kind of looking over at everybody else.
Phoenix is just like, oh, because down.
I'm not even going to ask.
You all notice a sudden quiet, like a silence from Sigel before he peeks up with a slight murmur of a question. Y'all want a science lesson?
Science.
Because if
What do you
so,
know about science?
this.
Magic.
He takes out his dagger and throws it, and as it boomerangs around, it cuts the rope hanging Atlas and Phoenix to the rafter. Gravity. It's science.
What?
Why are they hung up there?
One chose to
Did I
sleep
just
in a
get
hammock,
cut
and one
down?
chose to mimic. Yes.
Yeah, we're both
So
gonna
Joe cut the rope hanging up one side of your hammock, and you got dumped onto the floor.
I superly epically land on my feet like a superly epically person.
Roll.
I'm gonna thud on the floor and then just put my
Roll with
cloak over me and
disadvantage for
slip
being
more.
distracted by Sigel asking you if you want to learn a science lesson.
Science.
Okay, why did this happen? Explain.
I got 2 18s.
Alright, so yeah, you managed to land on your feet. Anyways,
I just
how this
point at
happened
Atlas
was
and
I
like-
decided to hang from the ceiling. Atlas decided to sleep in a hammock, and Phoenix wanted to mimic me for some reason.
You invited me. What do you mean?
I never said inviting you to hang by your feet.
SMH my head.
You'll live. Anyways, on to the more daily thing, and right before Sigel finishes his sentence, you hear the door slam open. And you see 2 people walk in through the door carrying bodies on their shoulders. One person is in vibrant yellow and bright clothing, with long flowing hair going down to about just past their shoulders. The other person is slightly shorter than them, wearing black clothing, and their skin is rather pale. Lazesha, we got the people you wanted. They're not alive, if that's alright.
Uh-oh.
You see both of them kind of walk past you guys, and the one in yellow kind of gives you a kind wave before walking off into the puppet room.
I wave back.
From under my clothes on the floor, there's a hand that waves.
Alice, where do you get up off the ground?
Can I just
Oh,
pick them up by the shoulders and force them onto their feet? Like, abracadabra.
Roll a strength check.
You know. I'm super
I'm
strong.
gonna roll against that. I'm gonna roll against that.
Okay.
I'm just going to open the door and leave.
16.
Screw this.
17!
So, Phoenix, you reach down to grab Atlas and pick them up, and Atlas, as you start getting picked up, you start trying to, like, scatter away as they grab you by one of your feet and start trying to lift you up by your foot. You're just, like, trying to crawl away, grabbing onto a carpet, but you end up losing and get dragged over. But since Phoenix is only, like...
Nails screeching against the floor.
But since Phoenix is only like a few inches shorter than you, you don't even get like lifted to the point where you're off the ground. You're more just kind of like angled, so it's just your legs, your torso, and then by the time it gets to your, like, just above your stomach, the rest of your body's just limp on the floor. So Joe just cracks his knuckles before grabbing Atlas by the back of their clothes. You know, Phoenix, if you're going to pick someone up, do it right. And he throws Atlas up into the air before Atlas lands clearly on their feet.
Back.
You'll be fine, Atlas.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
A weary thumb.
what do you wish to do?
I kinda wanna go follow and see what's happening with the dead people and the two people. The 2 and dead people. Yeah.
What about the other two
Okay,
of you?
yeah, I'll follow Phoenix.
Okay, so all of you walk to
Today
the...
Phoenix is chaotic.
Wait, who has the chain?
Lazesha does, but she gave, Sigel privilege to walk around freely. But the puppet master still has it.
Oh, okay.
So all of you walk into the next
Yeah.
room and you see Lazesha working away at your guys' puppets. Seemingly chiseling away some wood and messing with them a little bit. And you see the 2 people that just walked in drop down the corpses in a pile. And the one in black kind of drops down and pokes one in the face a little bit before standing up. Yeah, I think we killed them.
Oopsies.
So Jill just kind of like looks at the pile, looks at the puppets, looks at the pile, and just.
Can I talk to the dead people?
For what reason?
Oh, do you see dead people?
I do. I see. Do I see dead people, Dominic? Do I see them?
I mean,
Can
yeah,
talk
I
to
think
them?
all of you
Can I
can
be
see
like,
the
"Hey."
4 dead corpses that were just thrown on the ground. I mean, all of you see dead people.
The actual dead people that go. Whee!
No, you don't see their souls anywhere nearby.
I wanted to talk to them.
And figure out what.
Why?
Just be like, hey, what's up? First time being dead?
Yeah, everyone will just look at you and watch as you just talk to a wall, and everyone will be like, well, I know death is crazy, but Jesus.
That's normal. That's normal. She's fine.
She's a little, loose.
Couple of bolts out of place. She's good.
But you see Lizacia stand up from the puppets and go look at the bodies before she just
Here's
rubs the
the-
bridge of her nose. You see Lizacia walk up to the bodies and kind of tap one of them with their foot before rubbing the bridge of her nose. I told you to bring them back alive. I can't use them dead.
I can make them alive.
Maybe
Find
the
their
Joe could help.
Just.
As you just kind of think that in your head, Phoenix, Sigel just grabs you kindly by the shoulder, looks you dead in the eyes, and is like, No, you can't. Trust me, you can't. Don't question how I know what you're thinking.
Side-eye.
Don't question how I know what you're thinking. I just do. And as you guys are just kind of standing there, Zaisha finally looks at the 3 of you. Oh, there you guys are. If you don't mind, I have a slight favor to ask. If you'd be willing to help.
I mean, you brought us back from the dead, so yes, I would like to help you.
It just says I can't bring those people alive, so I don't know. I can't do that.
I don't need you to bring back anyone from the dead. I need you to go grab something else for me. It's nothing too fancy.
Okay.
It's just some thing in another building. Just an old trinket of mine. There's no value to it, really.
Okay. Monsters.
So she scribbles down on a piece of paper and then hands you the paper. You look at the location on it, and right before all of you set off, Lizacia begins to speak to Alice. Oh,
Takes my glasses out of my pockets.
So, Alice, before you guys go, would you mind if I kept a hold of Sigel for a bit? He's a great help around here. You're more than welcome to take him back, though.
I mean, if he wants to stay, he can.
Sigel just kind of looks at you. That's not how this works. I don't get to make those choices.
But...
Look, if Satan would have given me more free will, I would have had more free will, but he didn't. Because he's a dick.
I'd say he can stay here.
Alright, so you tell Lizacia that Sigel can stick around, and you see a slight smile form on her face. Thank you. That's actually not that bad here. She lets me work on some of the puppets. It's very fun. And she also has a metric load of spare wood. I can make puppets whenever I feel. And if I get pissed off at one, I can shatter it and not feel bad.
Someone say spare wood.
Like a damn it doll.
Damn it, Lunaria! Bam! JK. Make one that's based off Lunaria. I actually like that. That's a funny idea where he's able to make a puppet that looks like Lunaria to beat it up since he can't beat up the real one because it's a child. I can't beat up with the child, but I can beat you up. Yeah.
So,
Ever heard of corporal punishment?
What the heck just happened?
Not the eyebrow wiggle.
I am so confused.
so anyways,
I just okay. I just got invited to a group chat called "Do Not" called Mikas. Do not invite people.
what?
And there are about it's okay. It's calling right now, and there are about 8 people that have just been invited to this server.
Okay.
I have to deal with this. Give me 1 minute. Mikas has committed big crime yet again.
Oh no. Of course it's Mikas of all people.
What were we talking about?
Grand question. Something about you guys going and grabbing a trinket.
Wink it!
No, I was talking about Noah. What's...
Someone did big crime. Probably Noah.
Okay.
I think Noah did a big crime.
I don't know, group chat, 8 people, some call, I don't know. I don't know, I don't get paid enough to know. But we'll wait
You
until
don't get paid
now.
at all!
Exactly.
Well, you do get paid, but not by us.
Exactly. And until you guys start
You guys, I
paying,
found
you
a
never get paid enough.
picture.
Okay, where are we going?
So, you guys finally walk out of the hideout and start going to wherever you need to go. And you end up coming across this old house. It's a rather small house, nothing too fancy. Just a little old wooden house with a nice little front door. What do you guys wish to do now that you're at this house?
Ding
Can
dong.
I knock on the door?
Ding dong.
Okay, so Atlas, you go up and knock on the door and you hear no response whatsoever.
Can I make him a doorbell just so I can ring him a doorbell?
Roll.
No, I don't want to actually do that. I'm kidding. It was a joke. I forgot I was supposed to be acting like Phoenix right now.
Anyways, knocking
I mentioned
seems
Luna
to yield no
once,
results.
now I want to act like Nora.
Can I just do gravel?
Anyways, knocking didn't seem to do anything. What do you wish to do now?
I think he is milking that
Open the door. Can I just go?
coffee.
Ear.
Can
Hello.
He's not gonna like it because he's going to the doctor.
I want to open the door.
Alright, so you go to open the door, but as you twist the
Open the
doorknob,
door.
you just hear the doorknob click. Turns out it's locked.
Can I put my foot right against the doorknob and like kick? You know, like
No,
military guys do?
No, I want to try and lockpick it first.
Alright, roll.
Alright. She can lockpick it first.
I am so good at that I am a rogue.
Has anyone checked if it's locked yet?
Yes,
It is locked.
you just did that.
Okay. Good,
You got the
because I know what
19.
happened last time we tried
19.
to open a door.
Yeah,
Yeah. I got nothing.
last time you two were included in opening a door, you guys sat for like almost an hour trying to figure out the most simplest door puzzle.
I think he was talking about the door that was alive with Sajel. And when I tried lockpicking it, someone was like, "Go!"
So, anyways, you get down to your knees and you make 2 nanotech lockpicks and you start lockpicking at the door. After a few flicks of the lockpick, it ends up popping open. The door slowly creaks open, revealing a somewhat dark interior to the room.
I did it. I opened the door more and walk in.
Alright, so you open the door all the way, and as you take your first step in, all of a sudden the ground beneath you, right inside the first step of the room, gives out. And you kind of just fall. Make a dex save.
Would we walk in? Would we go in
No,
behind her?
Phoenix walks in before you guys. You guys haven't even started taking your first step. What'd you get?
Uh-oh.
So,
Could I try and be like, oh shit, and reach down and grab for her?
this is not good. I got a 1. I don't think there's any saving me.
So, Phoenix, as the
Uh-oh.
ground goes
Great.
out beneath you, you start to fall. Everything seems to go slow motion. You hear some awkward vocals in the background as everything starts to go slow motion. You scream, and to you it sounds like just the slowest scream ever. Your pitch is pitched down several octaves, and you fear for your life as you assume you're going to be falling down to the core of the earth. Before suddenly your head meets the floorboards, and as you slowly pick yourself up, you realize literally only your toes are stuck in the wood. The wood just fell like that much.
Ow.
And you just kind of like, you kind of just look up and look back and look at Alexios and Atlas. Take 2 points of damage. One for face planting and the other one for embarrassment.
That's crazy. So for some reason I started with 4.
You didn't heal after the long rest.
Can I heal her?
You're supposed to be at full health after every long rest.
I didn't know we long rested. Okay. No, okay, so I'm at
What do
10
you
right
think
now.
sleeping before a session end is? You take a 5
I didn't think I was
second
sleeping, I
nap.
thought I was
You
just
just
hanging
take a
there.
5-second
I
nap
thought I
and
was just
just-
hanging there fixing my chest. I thought I was just swinging back and forth fixing my chest.
Hey, you ended up falling asleep. I mentioned that.
Okay. Well, I'm at 10 health points now.
So you eventually get back to your feet, and all of you walk inside. Atlas and Alexios being very careful not to trip on the very, 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 very deep hole in front of the door. Luckily, Phoenix was there to let everybody know it existed. So y'all are now in the center,
You're welcome, guys.
center of this house, and the room you're currently in kind of looks like a mix between a dining room and a kitchen. What do y'all wish to do?
Investigate.
Ingredients.
Atlas, roll to scavenge for ingredients. Phoenix, roll to investigate.
I shall investigate.
Alexios, anything you want to do?
I
I got a
Can I search
16!
for any threats?
Roll to do that.
That's smart. I like how me and Atlas are just like, things?
And Alexios is the only one like, there's possibly danger.
I got a 16.
Alright. Just waiting on Noah to get his roll.
18.
Alright, so
Damn.
Alexios, you run a quick scan over the surrounding area and you see no threats. Atlas, you instinctively sprint over to the cupboards and you start raiding the cupboards looking for any sort of ingredient. But all the spice shakers you find are empty, all the canisters are tipped over and dusty. You only find one thing, a shiny coin, with a weird-looking
Trinket?
green gemstone in the center of it.
Trinket?
And Phoenix, as you scavenge around to look for whatever, you start searching through all the rooms of the building. You find a small collection of boxes, and you bring them all out into the central room and lay them all out. So there
Are
are
you
four
gonna rummage through the
boxes
boxes?
in front of you guys.
I want to pick a box and rummage through it. Go.
Alright, so as you start to reach your hand towards one of the boxes, suddenly the circuitry inside your hands starts to feel strange. There's some sort of field around the box that you're reaching for. And as you kind of run your hand over all the other ones, you realize all of them are also giving off the same aura.
Can I, like, focus on and try to figure out what it is? Why it's doing it?
Yeah, sure, roll. If anyone else would like to run checks, you're more than welcome to.
That's only a 10.
I'll look for more stuff. Just like look around.
Alright. So, Phoenix, you
Oh
kinda...
wait, did Did the puppet master give us a piece of paper with what we're supposed to be looking for?
Nope, just the location.
Okay, well I'm just gonna scrounge.
Okay, so Phoenix, you run a quick scan over all the boxes, but you don't really discover much. You can just tell that something's like cast around them.
But is it like a bad feeling, like nuh-uh, or is it like a meh? This should be fine.
With how it felt, you're not too sure.
I just tell the other two not to touch the boxes yet.
I rolled a 17.
Alright, so Atlas, you start scrounging around a bit more. You don't really find anything, really.
I volunteer as tribute. I'm going to try and open one of the boxes, or like just poke one of the boxes right now. Just like.
Okay, so you kind of you eerily step forward and reach out your finger and you poke one of the boxes and then quickly jump back as far as you can. Nothing seems to happen.
I open the one that's been poked.
So you go to open the box, but as soon as you grab onto it, suddenly a dark feeling seems to fill your circuitry and you immediately jump off.
Do we see her acting weird?
Alexios and Atlas, you see Phoenix like grab the box, but suddenly you see her jump back and push the box away a bit, seemingly like as if she got bit by something. Although Phoenix, you weren't bit by anything. This is how your reaction.
Can I go over and look over if she's okay?
Yeah, Atlas, you walk over to Phoenix and you kind of give Phoenix a little look over and determine that Phoenix is fine.
Someone who's not robotic tried touching that.
I'll try and touch it.
Alright. So, do you want to poke one of the boxes, grab one of the boxes? What do you want to do?
I'll try and grab the box that Phoenix was trying to grab.
So, Atlas, you reach out for the box, and as you wrap your hands around it in preparation to open it, the same feeling kind of fills you. A dark feeling runs up your hands quickly, and you also jump back as if you got bit.
Oh man, that's weird. What if I were to turn my spirit umbrella into a shovel and try and pick it up?
I was about to say I kind of want to use one of my items to see if I can get it open with the item, like a dagger. Just.
This is what I love about you guys as players. You guys like throw caution to the wind and just decide, you know what, let's experiment how many different times we could possibly die with this random box that has a strange aura, instead of running sufficient checks and making sure it's safe.
I showed concern and I poked it, and then
you poked it and then decided to try to grab it. That was your safety test was. It's like poking a bear. It's like poke it once. Ah, the bear's fine. Come here, big guy. Next thing you know, your entire upper half's gone.
Okay, fine. I want to try and scan it again and see if I get something.
Okay, roll.
I ain't seeing shit.
What'd you get?
I would like to scan.
I got the no.
Okay, so you run a diagnostic scan, and all of a sudden, as you're scanning, you get like maybe quarter way through scanning before all of a sudden a pop-up appears on your face. A pop-up about going to the movies and buying tickets for a random movie about some guy who's very comedic and some depressive alcoholic. And as you close that pop-up, you all of a sudden keep going, and there's more and more pop-ups just polluting your vision before you finally decide to give up and and try to figure out why your ad blocker's not working.
Malware.
Alexios, roll.
Yep.
You said you wanted to do a scan.
That's okay. 15.
Okay, so you run a diagnostic scan over the boxes, and your scanner picks up a disturbance, but nothing it can easily define itself.
A disturbance in the floor.
I will say this: there is a specific type of check that can help with this.
You're gonna call me stupid, but can I try picking up a different box? Maybe it is just that box.
Can I look over the box and do a little of an eyeball scan?
So
Check
you just
for
want to look it
traps.
over?
Runes.
Okay, so Atlas roll. You're the best fit for that kind of thing if we're looking for runes and stuff because you're a cleric.
3.
At least it's not an Uno.
So you peek over one of the boxes and you kind of just like
yeah.
give it an eyeball scan, and the other two are just kind of minding their own business before suddenly they hear you scream out, "Aha! It's a box!"
And I'm gonna realize I don't have my glasses on, and I'm gonna go. Like they're on a chain around my neck, and it's just like.
I have a glasses chain, actually.
I swear, if you guys spend as long as this as you would on a door, I swear to Christ.
I don't know. Can I look for other boxes that don't have weird auras?
I'll just tell you this: the only boxes that were found were the boxes that were found. There is no other boxes. These are the only
Can I
boxes
use
that
one box?
Can I use my dagger to try open one? Just like
I could set a live bomb in front of your character, and your character would be like, "Let's just cut the red wire and see what happens."
No, that's not my character. That's me.
Precisely.
Not the same. Believe it or not, I'm trying to play Phoenix as a smart character.
You're
Because
not being very smart, Buckaroo.
Listen.
yeah, let's open a
If
random
Derek-
box that's giving a very dark and creepy aura off with a dagger, and hope that doesn't set off a trap or something. I'm going to give you this nice big hint. There is a specific type of check that you can use in natural D&D that can help you figure this out. There is a check for these kind of things. Random aura, Alexos' tech scan couldn't pick it up. There is a type of check that can figure this out.
I don't know shit about D&D, dog. I like playing it, but I don't know shit about the check. Because half the time we're playing homebrew stuff that doesn't need it.
History check.
Okay. Roll. Not the check I was thinking, but that
I'm just gonna
that
start
work.
I was actually detect magic.
Huh?
Detect magic.
10.
So an Arcana check.
I only know it as detect
So-
magic.
10.
Okay, so Atlas, you kind of look over the boxes, and given what bit that you know about history, you can tell by the way these boxes look, they were some kind of trap box, and usually there were always groups of them, and one of them hid a treasure while the rest would be traps. Phoenix, roll for your Arcana check.
Okay, I will in a second, but I just need to bring up a little plot hole of yours. If anytime I touch a box, my circuitry goes. How come I was able to move it from the room I found it to and to put it on the box on the table?
You'll understand. Less of a plot hole, more of how the box's magic works.
I got the one.
Okay. So you run another scan, this time focusing your search for things like runes or magic. And you find a sequence of runes on each of the boxes. Each one says the same thing. One is true, 3 are false. Open the wrong one, and you'll be gone.
Jeez.
I want to tell the other two this information so that they can help me.
So,
Thunk.
as soon as you say it out loud and share it to the others, suddenly the table seems to glow. And 4 tiles light up on the table, and the chests slide into those tiles. Suddenly, each chest glows a different color. One glows yellow, one glows red, one glows blue, and one glows green.
I'll take the blue one.
So, before you can decide on which box to open, suddenly words appear in the center of the table. And as it starts to decipher itself, you see the words start to form. Hint 1. I am a color related to the ocean.
Blue. Blue. Or yellow, because sand is yellow.
Oh.
Ish,
Yeah,
kind
but
of.
they didn't say beach, they said ocean.
Wait, red, green, seafoam green. It's like a thing. Coral was green. Coral can also be red.
I mean, coral can be all 3 of those colors.
Exactly.
And fish can also be all 3 of those
I
colors.
know.
Instinct for that one says blue though, but I want more hints. It's an hidden one, so I assume we get more.
Does it say how many hints we get?
There is no clear indicator on how many hints you get.
I said hint one, so we at least get a second.
Anyways, do you want the second hint, or do you think you can figure it out of this hint alone?
I think it's blue.
I think we should get more hints before we start guessing and then blowing ourselves up.
We're fine.
What's all the colors again? I want to write down.
Yellow, blue, red, and green.
It's blue.
Red and okay, I wrote it down. Hint 2, hint 2, hint 2.
Alright, I will say this.
Minecraft launcher.
The earlier you guys can solve this, the better reward comes out of it.
Blue.
Wait,
So your
one
confidence
more.
could come in handy here. Anyways, you guys decide that first hint wasn't enough, and suddenly a new hint starts to appear on the table. Hint 2. Sometimes I can be seen in the sky.
It's blue!
No, sometimes. Blue is always seen in the sky.
No, not always.
Not at night!
It's blue.
The sky's not all.
The color is blue.
Well, oh, like
It's
sometimes the sky
blue!
is
You
gray.
want to go
For
with
the
blue?
last
That's-
time. It's
That's what I'm
blue.
saying. I thought you
We're
were
going
going.
blue!
I thought you were going against Moss. I was trying to back up Moss and the fact that it's probably blue.
It's blue.
So you guys
that's
want
what
to
that
go with blue?
is.
Is that what I'm gathering?
I do.
All right, who wants to open the box?
I'll do
will.
it.
I will. Aw.
I'm replaceable if it blow up.
Phoenix, you walk over, you walk up to the blue box and you grab it and you feel the aura pulse through you. And as you start to crack open the box, as soon as you get it open, suddenly a dart fires off at you and somehow it knocks you unconscious.
I told you.
Phoenix, would you
He
kindly
said.
mute? You are not allowed to contribute to the conversation anymore.
This is bullshit!
Atlas
I
and
told
Alexius,
Blue!
Atlas and Alexius, this is up to you two now. Phoenix,
I
you are
think
not
I know
allowed to
what
add
it
any.
is.
You're not allowed to add
It
any
wasn't
info to this
blue.
conversation.
What are
in
the
or
other
out of character.
boxes?
Yellow, red, and green.
Yellow.
It can't. Okay.
Wait, no, red. I'd say red. I'd say red.
It can't be
What's
green because you can't see green in the sky.
So who?
Not unless you're in an aurora
So-
borealis.
I mean, you never know.
Ooh.
Could be anything.
They can't start me out on a big dose because they just screw with my heart.
So,
He was the junior jumble.
do you want to? Do you guys want to decide on the box now, or get another hint?
Can we get another hint?
Alexis, do you agree with getting another hint?
Yeah, fine.
I am a color often seen on royals.
On what?
Hint 3 is a color often seen on royals.
Is purple an option?
No, only red, green, and yellow.
It's red. It's red.
Do you want to try red?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what? Red's not in the ocean.
Fish. Fish.
Is red your final answer?
Fish. I don't
There's no
know.
yellow in the ocean either.
Sand.
Unless it's fish.
Up in there?
Yellow's
Can we get
not
one
seen
more
on
hint?
royalty. Gold's seen on royalty. Red is seen on royalty, so red.
Is that what you want to go for?
Yes.
Who's going to
That's
be the
what
one to
he's
risk the
going
neck?
for.
Who's risking it?
He's going for yellow.
So, Alexis, do you want to risk opening the box?
Yes, I open books.
So, Alexis, you walk open to the red box, and as you grab it, you slowly start to lift it open. And as the box pops open, a bright flash happens. Phoenix, you finally find yourself back to consciousness.
Oh, that's right.
And as the brightness fades away, you see a piece of paper folded up in the box.
Can I flip both of them off and be like, I
You
told you?
can't throw a piece of paper.
No, do not open the other boxes.
Well, before you can even touch any of the boxes, the other boxes seem to disappear into nothing but dust.
I want to flip them both off and be like, I told you. I told you asses wasn't blue.
Sure, so you flip off both of them, and you all gather around the box that was successfully opened. So all that lies in there is a single piece of paper.
Read it. Read it.
So, Phoenix, you grab the piece of paper and you kind of look over it, and you realize that it's some sort of map.
Actually, I'll be back.
Alright,
Map, 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 map.
so you now have a paper that kind of seems to have a map on it.
Where does the map have an X on it?
Is it a treasure map?
Yes,
Is it marking a spot?
yes.
Can I tell where it is by looking at the map, or is it just like me?
Yes, it's
Taboo?
pretty much, it's around your location.
Onward.
So,
Onward.
you kind of trace your steps until you get towards the X, and now it's just, you're kind of just standing in this patch of grass.
We should wait for,
Are we outside?
we need to wait for Noah.
Okay, I guess we're waiting.
This seems important.
I'm back.
Oh, there we go. Can I assume that we have to start digging.
Possibly.
So I want to nanotech a shovel and go. Okay.
Alright, so
Let's do it.
you make a shovel and you start digging at the ground, and after maybe about 5 good scoops, all of a sudden you hear something click against your shovel. And as you start to dig around where you heard the click, and you pull out this large metal box.
Oh, I thought it was a landmine.
I was thinking that too. The click. The click.
Ooh, what's this?
You said click instead of clink, so I thought the same thing.
Or clank.
Clank.
Would have been a better word.
Clunk.
Does the box have any weird auras like the others?
Nope. Just the box.
Me
I
open.
don't trust it.
Me open.
Alright,
It's
so
fine. It's fine. I can be replaced.
you open the box,
Fine.
and you kind of, like, instinctively flinch back, given your previous experience. But nothing seems to happen, so all of you kind of look into the box, and suddenly you see a single engraving on the bottom of the box, and all it simply says is "look up." And as you look up, you just kind of see this other box hanging off of a tree.
Brother, what is that, brother?
No!
Can I climb the tree? Up we go.
You're
Can I
going
try
to
and
get
throw her at the box?
Well, first,
Yes.
You are
you
going
try to
get
climb the
yourself
tree,
killed at
but
some
as you
point,
start trying to
dude.
plant your feet onto the tree to get a foothold, the tree just kind of melts under your grip as, you know, the trees are all currently darkness and shadow, as they've been since the beginning.
Plan number
Can I
dos.
throw her?
Plan
Atlas,
number
roll a
dos.
strength check.
No, first let me try my idea. Okay. Plan number dos. Number dos. Dagger go we.
Atlas said throw you before you thought of plan 2, so... Atlas, roll strength.
No, if I don't consent to it, they can throw me. I'm gonna cling on to
You
them.
can roll against it.
19!
I need to roll against them, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
I only got a 16.
I got 19.
So, Phoenix, as you start to give up on trying to climb the tree, suddenly you feel a pair of hands grab you by the shoulders. And suddenly you're dragged back, and Atlas starts spinning around in circles before slowly shuffling their hands down your ankles.
You're Bowser!
So now you're being spun around in circles, being grabbed by your ankles, before you're launched up into the tree, and you fly head first into the box. And you hear what sounds like a gong as Phoenix's head connects to the box, and both of them drop down to the ground.
Birds start flying around their head.
So,
Am I concussed?
as the box hits the ground in front of Phoenix, Phoenix kind of like warily gets up and looks into the next box, and it simply just says, "Go back to the hole."
Oh,
I wish to bonk Atlas on the head.
Well, before
I
you
want
get
to
up, you
take
kind of look.
I want to take
You
a
look
shot
more into the
at
box,
Bonko.
and you see some fine print engraved into the box. And as you look really close into it, you just simply see it says, "Don't you just love a wild goose chase?" before you walk her back and just kind of whack Atlas on top of the head before jumping back down into the hole.
I want to do it with a shovel. I want to bonk him with a shovel on the head, and then let it.
like Lethal Company.
Yes, I bonk him with a shovel and let it melt back to nanotech.
Okay. Okay. So now what?
Back to the hole, I guess. If it makes me go somewhere
Oh,
else again.
I'll help her and I'll turn my spirit umbrella into a shovel and start digging.
Okay. So
Why are we digging? We're going to the hole.
so
We have to dig in the hole.
I guess you start digging in the hole again. And after about maybe 7 more good scoops, suddenly you hear a wooden thunk. And you both kind of work together to pick this next box out of the dirt. And as you climb up and finally pop open this box, you see a smaller box inside it.
Oh, I thought you
Can I
meant
shake the tiny
hole.
box?
I thought you meant the hole in the house. I thought that's what you meant.
No.
I'm crazy.
Can I shake the tiny box to see if there's more tiny boxes in the tiny box?
So you pick up the smaller box and you shake it and you hear something shaking around inside it.
Open it up.
Many things or just one thing?
You have no clue.
Okay, I'll open it.
Open it.
So you open that box and you find a smaller box.
Open the box.
I'm gonna open until I find something.
So you keep opening the box and they just keep getting smaller and smaller until the point that you're like very finely, slowly opening box after box. For some reason, there's this like a single set of glasses on you with like 500 magnifying glasses, and you're using very tiny tweezers just to slowly open box after box.
Phoenix is just making them more magnifying glasses. I need another one. I need another. God damn it.
At this point, the boxes are starting to get down to the atomical level with how tiny they're getting. Is there anything you guys wish to do?
Keep opening.
So, you keep going.
Open the wrong box?
So, you keep opening boxes after boxes after boxes, and at some point you finally get to one that just that has a little tiny piece of paper in it. And as you pull that out and start to read it, it says you went too far in. So you start looking through all the other boxes before you finally get back to the first box that started this whole descent, and you realize there was a little hidden compartment under the other box. And as you open that box up, you finally find this nice shiny necklace. And you see this little thing with some words etched into the thing that says, "Ta-da! You finally found it."
I'm gonna yell.
I wish to learn whoever made this.
What's the doll maker's name again?
Huh?
What's the doll maker's name again?
Mosacia.
Is she the one who made this?
We gotta go talk to her right now.
Okay.
I'm going to ask her, and if she says yes, I'm going to shake her violently, like.
I'm gonna stand behind her, and I'm just gonna write something down.
Okay, so all of you return to the Puppet Master hideout, and as you get down, Mosacia sees that you're holding the necklace. Oh, you found it. Sorry if the puzzles held you up at all.
Who made the puzzle? Who made the puzzle?
Who made the puzzle?
That was me.
Answer the question.
That was me.
You're lucky. You're lucky. Not a factor luck, else I'd be shaking you violently right now.
Well,
You're lucky.
It was to make sure nobody else stole it. That was a very valuable necklace. In normal
That's
days,
fair. I'll give it to
it
her.
would have ran for about 1 million gold at this point.
I like how they started this with, nothing too valuable, and then they dropped that on us when we got back with it.
You hear Sigel kind of snickering in the corner. So, how was your adventure? Was it fun?
See,
was it a opening experience?
Next goes up to shake him as violently, but he would probably kick my ass. So I'm going to
I'm gonna
disagree.
shake him. I'm shaking him. I'm shaking him. He can't shake me. I'm shaking him.
So, you kind of, like, grab Sigel by the shoulders, but when you do, his hands fly up and grab you by the wrist before slowly lifting your wrists up. Atlas, have you forgotten you're not the one wearing the chain? I can freely hit you if I want. And I am not afraid to hit you. Anyway, was your adventure an opening experience? Was it perhaps...
If Phoenix could cry, they would be doing so. Alexios, did you make me with tear ducts? Because I'm surprised I'm not crying yet. The silence. The silence means a yes.
No, are you here?
No. No. No.
Oh. Dom, I see you munching.
Yes.
No. That son of a bitch left. When did you leave?
Probably a while ago.
Yeah.
Brother! How much did he miss?
He probably left when we were taking apart the boxes.
I'm pretty sure he left by the time Atlas threw Phoenix. So, anyways, all of you are just kind of now sitting there after going through how many boxes to try to find this very valuable necklace. So, was there anything else you guys found on your adventure, or was it only the necklace?
I'm gonna throw a bunch of boxes at him.
So you start throwing a bunch of the boxes that you grabbed from earlier, and he just kind of smacks all of them out of the way. I didn't ask if you found boxes. I said if you found anything interesting. Tiny boxes are nothing new. So, again, did you find anything interesting while you're out there?
No. Oh, I found this! And I took the coin out of my pocket.
So, you take the coin out of your pocket, and as it finally hits the better lighting of this area, you realize it's a oval-like silver coin with a green kind of peridot gem in the center. And as Sigel just kind of looks it over, you see his eyes kind of flash with like an interest. Oh, you found that? An opal. That's actually really cool. Yeah, keep it.
It's mine, you can't have it, and I'm putting it back in my pocket.
I can't take it. It's for death. The whole point is you pay it to death and he takes you across the river Styx. Usually you get one before you die.
Ooh!
You're supposed to get one before you die or when you die, and then you pay it to him and he takes you across the river Styx so you don't gotta walk the damn distance.
Does Phoenix want it? Do you want the coin?
You're the one who would die.
Okay,
Damn.
I'll keep it.
Just, damn, you're the one that would die.
I would
You're
be
just rubbing it
dismantled
out
or
with his
something.
face. It's like, I don't want it. You're the one that can die. Look at me.
That's
I'm
a
pristine robotics. I can't die. Even though I died earlier.
I couldn't be going to the afterlife, I don't think. Well, technically I have a soul, so would I?
Possibly.
Maybe? Is that bottle empty?
Yeah.
Anyways, all of a sudden, your guys' puppets seem to catch your eyes, and your puppets seem to look a lot better. They seem to have clothes etched onto them. They seem to be a little more structured. When Sigel just kind of catches both of your gazes. Oh, yeah, we just had to work on the puppets while you were gone. Made them look fancy. They weren't a rush job
Fancy
now.
sneaky.
Yes, also, you should be able to use them, actually. With those fancy symbols you had burned onto you in the middle of your dreams. And as you realize he says that, you guys kind of like look over yourselves. Atlas, as soon as he mentions it, you feel a sting on your right arm. And as you pull up your sleeve, you find a black etching of vines going up your arm.
Wait, I have a tattoo.
And Phoenix,
Yeah,
you feel the
Phoenix,
same
no.
on the back of your left hand. And as you look at the back of your left hand, you see what seems to be a shape kind of a curve with quills coming off of it. Yeah, those fancy things let you bind with your puppets.
Can I try it out? Can I try it out? Me. I want to
Alright,
test it.
so
I wonder if I could just fall over and then I'd be all in my...
So, Phoenix,
Other
you kind of
body.
like start trying to figure out how to use the new marking. All of a sudden, you kind of feel your eyes close. And as your eyes open back up, you realize you're now on the wall as your puppet. And your puppet just kind of walks over without you controlling it, raising up its hand, and suddenly a large wall of quills wrap around you, protecting your body. And now suddenly you have control over your puppet.
What?
I did it.
And can I close my eyes and then not thinking I just fall to the floor and I'm in my puppet body?
So, you close your eyes, and as you start to collapse, Suddenly, your eyes reopen your puppet, and your puppet immediately raises their hand. Vines pick you back up to your feet before a large bundle of vines wrap around your body, protecting you. You may now add the ability of puppet possession on your sheet.
I wish to do a chaotic thing.
Can I just start running around because my puppet body's really lithe?
Yes. So you start running around. So, with this puppet possession ability, at any point, you may claim possession of your puppet. Doesn't matter if it's with you or not, it will automatically appear by your side. Your physical form cannot take any damage while as a puppet. And you will be in control of your puppet either until you choose to return back to your normal body, or if your puppet form loses all of its health.
I wish to do a chaotic. This is where the chaotic comes into neutral.
Okay, what do you wish to do exactly?
I just want to get a spike, and then just walk up to Sigel and poke. Poke, poke, poke. Poke.
So, you start poking Sigel, and as soon as you even get the second poke in, his head does an entire 180, and you hear all the bones in his neck crack as he glares you down. You're sure you want to do that?
Wait, can I do that? I stopped mid-jump and I just...
So, Alice, you decide to take inspiration from the Sigel and snap your head 180 degrees. But as you do that, your puppet form just kind of falls to the ground and you suddenly wake back up in your normal body.
Oh, I guess I can't do that. Uh-oh.
Phoenix, do you wish to poke Sigel one more time?
As he does that, she's just like looking at him like this. Poke.
So as you poke him one more time, he stands up, twists his entire body without moving his head, and you hear all his bones re-snap together before he grabs you by the mouth and just twists your head upside down, ripping it clean off the body. And as you finally go back into your normal body, all of a sudden you see the wooden head of your puppet fly at you at Mach speed and whack you in the forehead. Note to you,
can we not go back
Phoenix.
into our puppet bodies?
Note to you, Phoenix. Don't do that. And Sigel just kind of picks up both of your guys' puppet bodies and puts them back up to where they were.
Keep running around. That was fun.
Yeah, side note.
You know what I just realized?
Your puppets can't do fancy shit like, break their necks backwards or rip their heads off or anything. Your puppets don't specialize in that. Know how they work.
Out of character, guys. You know what I just realized?
Huh.
Is that every session I'm like, I'm going to see how Sigel feels about Phoenix, but then I think about that after I do something stupid, where he's obviously going to be like, stupid.
Yeah, let's mess with the guy I want to have good partnership with, so he can throw a wooden head at me as I come out of my protection, and then be like, I wonder how he feels about me.
I always choose the moments where he's obvious that I think about it, instead of actually doing it at a time where he's at least to get like a base idea of what he thinks about Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Because he won't just tell me.
Mm-hmm.
So Noah's just been gone this whole time?
I believe so, yes.
What's this tattoo look like? What's this tattoo look like?
So his tattoo kind of is on his chest. So as he pulls down his shirt to kind of look at his chest, he shows what seems to be like a tattoo of a heart with a flame wrapped around it.
I'm back.
That was some timing.
You missed a lot.
You missed a decent
You
bit,
did
yes.
miss a lot. I broke my neck.
What?
I got my head thrown at me. I got my own head thrown at me.
Both of them sat and dug through, like, maybe a few million boxes before going all the way back to another box, opening a small hidden compartment and finding a necklace. That was rated for, like,
Fun.
1 million gold.
I also have a death coin.
And
It's
also,
like
your character
Dogecoin,
now
but
has
better.
a involuntary tattoo. That looks like a heart with a flame wrapped around it. Also, no, you get an ability where you can swap into your puppet form at any time.
Ooh.
These two have already
And I also poked
experimented.
the gel. Note to self: don't poke the gel unless you want your head to be thrown at you.
Like, don't poke a bear with a stick.
Yeah,
It wasn't a
Alexis
stick,
decided
it
to
was a
switch into
splinter.
the puppet form, grab a splinter, and start poking Sigel. So Sigel ripped the head off of a puppet's body, and as soon as he was able to, chucked her head at Phoenix.
Boing. What does my tattoo look like again? I forgot.
It looks like a kind of like a dome with quills coming off of it.
Ooh. Atlas has 2 tattoos.
Well, one's more of a tattoo, the other one's more like a engraving. That's just in their palm. One's more of...
But hey, now I have 2 scars and a tattoo.
Yeah. Because the palm tattoo is more of a small, like, 1/4-inch deep gash that is just a giant pentagram with a symbol in it.
I still understand nothing about this strange magic.
Good.
You're magic.
You know, we were talking about that earlier, where Phoenix and Alexios are just thrown into a world with magic that we have no idea about. And Alexios is over there asking 50 million questions, like, what? What? And then Phoenix is like, yeah, this happened. Let's go, magic.
Magic.
Anyways, you guys decide after the extreme annoyance that happened with the boxes today that you guys just decide to go straight to bed. So you guys just go find a bed and collapse onto them and go to sleep.
I'm gonna hang up my hammock again.
So, Atlas, you hang up your hammock and go to sleep, and Phoenix, you just kind of power down and just kind of fall on top of a bed.
Yeah.
And Alexios, you just kind of follow suit with them and decide to head to sleep yourself. And that is where we'll end this very, very unplanned, purely improv session. I did not have a session planned for this today. This was all
It was
improv.
so short!
More.
I did not think of what this session would be. I've been
More.
busy all week. I did not take time to think.
More.
I don't know what else to improv. I improv that entire session. The puzzle, the riddle,
Can we just
everything.
Realize something.
Huh.
Can we just do a stupid session with the 3 of us being goofies?
I just realized something. Throughout all the time I've played D&D with you, every single time I've heard, oh no, Oblivion's such this evil man, yet I have never actually seen him do anything remotely evil.
There's
He's a big, he's a big cult. What are you on about?
There's story points for why he hasn't done anything evil yet.
Like, even in the last campaign, it was like brought up like, oh, he's gonna come back, he's evil, he's blah, blah, blah.
Oblivion?
Yeah,
Yeah,
instead his
Oblivion.
child that decided to try to pull off the name Aftermath took control.
Aftermath.
Dominic.
Gotta remember that.
What?
Oh wait,
What?
he doesn't
What?
know that.
What?
Dominic.
What?
Let us just do a goofy little second session of us, doing chaotic, silly goofiness.
I do have a few questions.
Okay.
First of which is, when did he adopt the name Aftermath?
Final session of chapter 2. Like, final session. of
Okay, so
chapter 2.
Nikolai doesn't know about that.
Yeah, that
Nikolai never knew about that.
that video was not
Currently,
posted for
I am
reasons.
writing. Yeah, currently I am writing the story. I'm trying to get as many facts as I can right off the 10% of the knowledge I remember from that chapter. I've just got him chilling in a campsite with his 3 companions.
Yeah,
And the
getting
Bloodspawn tried to
And
adopt the name Aftermath and then was insulted by Sigel for like 10 straight minutes for choosing Aftermath as a name.
I'm just thinking he's sitting in a
It is kind of
campsite.
an emo name.
He's just sitting in a campsite looking up into the stars. He's just wondering about if this could be his final day looking up into the stars. And tomorrow I'm going to have to write him being banished.
If you need help editing that story too, by the way, like the Silver Dawn, I can help you, by the way. But
I am probably going to chuck it into chapter 1.5 or chapter 2 at one point. Because it is
Okay.
technically connected, and I am just going to spit random craps that is definitely not canon to anything. So be prepared.
oh boy.
Also, Alexis and Noah, I need you guys to figure something out for your guys' backstory.
Mhm.
What do you mean?
For the reason
What?
why your characters exist in the past, is that cult reason? Like, did the cult do something that caused you guys to go to the past, or was that just some random, let's adventure and see what the past holds? I would doubt
Well,
less of that
maybe-
second route because Alexios is trying desperately to get back to you guys' time.
We haven't really thought about that. It mostly just going with the fact that it happened.
Yeah,
Now what?
I do want a kind of confident answer before the final session of the campaign.
Do you want it to be so that the cult did something for lore reasons?
I guess so.
I mean, it could be up to you guys. I mean, it would make more sense if it
I
was
guess-
something the cult did that would bring you guys to the past, because given Alexios' urgency to want to go back to the present, well, his present, it wouldn't make sense for him to be like, let's adventure to the past, and then all of a sudden, like, let's go back to the future.
Maybe it was like an accident or something.
I think it would be funny if we did it by the cult did it. I think it would be a fun.
Maybe it's like an accident. I am saying it like this for a reason. It is an accident.
An oopsie whoopsie.
Phoenix and Alexios get Lunario's treatment. It's just an accident. Bunk.
Now, okay,
Whoops,
now I
I
need to figure out.
slipped.
Now that I am, now that I'm thinking about it, there is probably 2 people that would dislike Nikolai enough to banish him, and it would be the Bloodborne and Oblivion.
We're not talking about Nikolai. We're talking about Alexios.
Yeah, I know. I need to figure out that, so I'm going to spend the next like 3 days trying to think of that.
Yeah,
But I think if for Alexios and Phoenix, I think it would be the cult that made us go to the past.
okay, cool.
Do you agree, Noah?
That could work. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
That reinforces the story point I had planned.
Well,
Makes ending even better.
I think we're in danger. I think we're in danger.
Nah. You're not in danger.
But Dominic,
It just makes the ending of the story much more sad. What?
Can we all die in a terrible fire?
No, I want to go home. I have plans for
What?
I have plans for something like that as well.
What? I've been saying what this entire time.
Please, please.
Please what?
She wants more.
I want.
I have no more plan. I have no more plan, nor do I have the ability to improv anymore.
It's completely improvised of us being little goofy goofballs.
With
It's silly
the
little
current point
goofballs.
that the story is
Silly little
at,
guys.
with the current point that the story is at, there's not really much understanding for you guys to be absolute maniacs and be idiots.
Yeah, so we could just wander around the forest and be like, ooh, this, that, ooh,
If
danger.
we end up dying
I have-
at the end, I
I have little
will
to
not
no
be happy.
idea of what to improv. Like, literally, the session that happened, that was me improving, like, 5 minutes before we started. And even then, that was only for the whole, you guys are gonna go to a place to try to find some trinket. The whole riddle, the whole riddle and the treasure hunt part was improv on the spot. I had no
Did
plans
you know
for
what the
anything.
actual color was?
Well, the color was... Well, I didn't really have much of a plan. I just picked 4 random colors off my head and decided, you know what, you can all find them 4 in the water, you can find 3 of them in the sky, and 3 of them can be found in royals, but one of the ones now just got kind of opened and triggered a trap, so there's only 2 colors that can be found in royals.
Okay, so you got a medallion worth a lot of money, but we can't spend it because nobody's going to trade with us.
Well, that's
And I
legit.
got a
That's
death
something
coin.
from Lazatia. And then Atlas got a, obol.
I see a cat. Oh, there. I was just like, I see a cat tail. Hold on a second.
No, I think it's a dog tail.
Anyways, that will
Alright, it's a
end this
dog.
session, and I promise next session I will flesh it out a lot more, because... Well, next session, our brother most likely won't be sick, and also I'll be able to actually put some crucial
Just
story...
a little goofy. Just a little goofy session like me and Moss did that one time.
No.
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 We're like at the part of the story. It's like you're entering the It's like going to. It's like the hobbits entering
You guys
Mordor.
have
You
reached
can't
the
do
turning
anything
point.
with
There
side
isn't going,
quests.
you guys have reached the turning point of the campaign. Comedy is going to be more
know what I
just
could do?
happenstance.
It's like the hobbits entering Mordor. We are at the end of the road. There's no turning back.
Exactly.
Please, just comedic relief.
No. You start your campaign if you want funnies. You start your
I
campaign
just
if
had
you
a
want funnies.
stupid idea.
What?
I think I can make it work.
What?
Make what work?
Waiting patiently.
I have a very dumb idea, and I'd say there's probably a 0.05% chance it works because of how trash I am with the Age of Empires editor.
Oh no.
Maybe
What?
I could spend time to make a campaign, an in-game campaign version of the campaign.
I'm raising my hand.
What's
Yeah.
up,
Please.
Yes.
Could I, like, wake up in the middle of the night and be like, oh wait, where's my soup dog? And then go out and do a really loud whistle, and then you just come
We'll see you next session.
And it's a
with,
like giant.
genius holding onto his car like,
It's just
We'll
like a
see you
giant
next session.
shadowy demon of a thing that appears.
Please. Please.
I have no idea of what will be included in another
I
spontaneous
said
session
it
if
once
we
and I
do
said it, and I'm gonna say it again. The dog should be the final enemy.
Well, I already got a plan for the final enemy. I've already got a plan for BBG, and a rather badass ending for it too.
what's the big monster?
I won't tell you. You'll find out soon. Well, not soon.
The Shadow Queen or whatever the heck her name is enters, breaks
Are we
open
gonna
the
get another
doors.
cheat code thing?
With splinters flying
Huh?
into the air, she raises her battle, and immediately a giant mouth falls down and grabs her. Fight giant soup dog.
I will say this, that giant beast I posted is like 11 foot tall.
I think I need to buy more. I think I need to make more turrets.
That's why you can't buy more turrets because you were kicked
I
out.
actually need to upgrade my turrets since they're only level 1, I think. And they don't really do anything right now, because for some reason every single thing is bulletproof armor.
But yeah, that's where we'll end the session, because I really have no idea where else to go for an improv. I'll make it up till next session. I'll actually do a good next session.
But that's so far away.
I know, you'll live.
Well, I gotta go.
Alright, see
That was so far away.
Bye.
Suffer!